Hey, how's it going, everybody? Scott X 1307 here, trying to open up my IBC root beer, best root beer ever. Back again here, another Saturday. Went and did some work this morning before it started raining here, and then I decided, when that was done, went to the flea markets. A little later in the day, but I guess due to the weather, I don't know, there wasn't that many people out. Luckily, the first flea market I go to, my 25-cent man was back this week. Apparently he had some issues last weekend and had to go to the doctor, so you know, thankful he's okay. Talked with him for a few minutes. He's doing all right, so you know, glad to see him back. Not a whole lot of new stuff there since he was kind of out of commission last week, but still picked up a good bit of stuff there. It was only about $9 though. Picked up a few other things too. I'm gonna start off here. Show off. Picked up 3 little books for my niece's early Christmas gifts. Figured I'd go ahead and get a jump on that. I'm usually one of those people that waits till the last minute. And I figured I'd try to be a little different this year. I'm already at the flea market. So I picked them up some Berenstain Bears books. Berenstain Bears Picnic, On the Moon, and Big Red Kite. I remember these when I was a kid. And these are actually, I believe, these two are from the 90s. And this is from 1966. There's a copyright date in it. Although it looks in, you know, much better condition than I would think a kid's book from 1966 would be in. I believe it is probably a reprint, but there's no other copyright date in it. But you can tell it's definitely an older story. As you can see the difference in the art on the bears. Not I mean, people are interested in that, but great kids books. I remember growing up with them. I'm sure a lot of people do, and you know, my nieces like Dr. Seuss, so I'm pretty sure they'll enjoy these at Christmas time. Alright, now on to the comic books. So I'm walking around outside. You know, it had been raining a little bit and it stopped for a while, so there were a couple of places that people had set up little tents over and things like that, and they have one row of tables. It's all covered, and I actually found a couple of people that are selling some comic books out there, you know, not in great condition, but you know, 50 cents a piece. Had some pretty neat stuff, so I picked up a few things there. Excuse me. This one guy had some loose issues sitting in a box. I went through them, looked at them. He first wanted, you know, $1 a piece. I told him there was no way. At most 50 cents. This is Valley of the Dinosaurs, based on an old Hanna-Barbera cartoon. This is from 1976. It's number 11. And I remember reruns of this cartoon. So I figured I'd pick it up. And you can see the cover's not white anymore. You can see the back cover. Some staining on it. Interior pages are off-white, but hey, it's only 50 cents. In there I did find a pretty neat issue. It's Jack Kirby Captain America number 201. Again, it's in pretty bad condition. It may be in good condition. That'd be about the highest I'd give it. Let's see. In the back cover. But Captain America and the Falcon, Jack Kirby. Can't go wrong. And then this next 4 issues I picked up. Usually don't find these issues, you know, less than a few dollars. Again, they're not in great condition, but he had Star Wars issue number 3, and you can see big crease here at the corner. Got this spot here, it's torn, it's not completely missing, but it won't be long. Again, you can see some staining on the back, but hey, it's a good read, good reader's copy. Also, Star Wars number 10, about the same condition, but you know, it's early Star Wars for 50 cents. Issue number 20, it's slightly better condition, not very much, just a little bit though. And issue number 26, again, at most good condition, good reader's copy though. You're going to see all of them have kind of staining on the back. This might even have a little light water damage. It's kind of paper's kind of crinkled there. You can see that. But what the hell, you know, it's good reads, cheap. Now the next person I found outside, they were getting ready to pack up. It was the rain was coming back in, but they had some issues in a box, and these are actually bagged, so they're in a little better condition, but not by much. But I picked up some issues here I thought were pretty neat. There's a book in there I'd never seen, never heard of this before, but it looked kind of neat, so I figured I'd pick this up. It's called the Marvel Fumetti book. You know, it's got a black and white cover, except for Stan Lee there. And it's all pictures of the creators working at Marvel at the time. You can see here's Chris Claremont, Walt Simonson, John Byrne. See that, Jim Shooter. You see all the different people, and I don't know. Here on the back, got them building a pyramid. Other people. That's all, folks. So I'm gonna open that up and see what that is. And this, I remember this cartoon as a kid. I was probably about 12 or so, I think. This is early 90s. So I found this #1 issue. Figured I'd pick it up. It's Pirates of Darkwater, #1. I remember having this action figure of this main character here. I used him with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because it was the only action figure from this toy line that I had. But it was a pretty neat cartoon. I just picked this up for nostalgia. 50 cents. At least it was bagged. And here, found another issue of the Marvel Premiere Series, number 26, featuring Hercules. And again, this bag got a little crinkled. Corner's got a little bit of damage to it now, but you can see the back cover there. It's got a lot of rubbing from other comics on it. It's probably kept loose for a long time. But yeah, that'll help complete that series. And I picked up, he had 2 issues of Cloak and Dagger from the regular series, number 4 and 5. And it's weird to see. There's something strange between the 2 books, and you'll see here in just a second. Number 4 here, and number 5. I don't know if you'll notice, they're 2 months apart, January and March. But issue number 4 was 65 cents. Issue number 5 was 75 cents. So they had one of their price jumps in a matter of a couple of months between there. But cool, that'll help complete that early Cloak and Dagger for me. I started picking up. And this is probably the best issue out of the books there. Found outside. It's John Carter, Warlord of Mars, number 2. And you know, it's not in horrible condition. It could be better, but again, 50 cents. Front cover's not too bad. Little wear on it, but the back cover is showing. You know, that white cover is not white anymore, and it's showing rubbing where it was kept loose, I'm sure. And the front cover of another comic's colors rubbed off a little bit. But Hey, you know, 50 cents. Cool. So then I went inside, hoping to find my 25-cent guy, and luckily he was there. So I talked with him for a couple of minutes, made sure he was doing okay, and you know, I found out what happened. It's a similar problem my dad has had before, and my girlfriend too, blood sugar problems. So I kind of know what that's like, not firsthand, but secondhand. So I'm glad he's doing okay, and rummaged through his stuff. Came across some issues I hadn't noticed before, which is the cool thing about him having so many boxes. No matter how many times I go there, I always find something I overlook. Although I'm still looking for number 1 of this series. I've got issue 2 and 3, and I'm trying to build from there slowly. I want to pick up, you know, at least the first 10 issues or so. But you had Spider-Woman number 4, and it's about in fine condition. It's not bad. And again, all his books, he has a bunch of quarter books, and then most of his other books are $1 to $4, and then there's 25% off your total, so that's essentially 75 cents. And a lot of his stuff's bagged and boarded. Also picked up, this is the second copy of this I picked it up. This one is a little bit better condition than the other one I had. It had a bend at the top, and this one doesn't have, but it's that Hercules Thracian Wars number 1 that they, supposedly the new movie with The Rock is supposed to be based on this series, so it's a dark cover there, and the glare is not helping in this bag. But it looks pretty cool. It's kind of that old Conan style art, painted barbarian look. Pick that up. Also picked up, hadn't seen this before. This is when I wasn't really collecting at the time. But I know I have the original Kingdom Come series, and I saw this one shot called The Kingdom. And it says it's Johns and Ross, so I'm hoping interior art is Alex Ross. That's a great cover there again. So amazing to see how that ties into the original series, and hopefully the artwork inside is just as good. And then going through more of his 25-cent books, I picked up What If number 6, and this is what if the Fantastic Four had different superpowers. Not in bad shape. And it's got a little staining on the back of it as well, but at least the white is still pretty white. It's not bleach white, but it's just a little off white. Not too bad. 25 cents. Read a little bit of this series back in the day. Never did find issue number 1. It was at the time it was a pretty hot book. But I found the Rising Stars number 1. Number 1. And it was pretty neat. I figured I'd pick this up. J. Michael Straczynski. So 25 cents for that. And I picked these 2 issues up. I love this artist. His work is you know, it's a little different, but I think it's really detailed, and I like it because it is a little different. It's Stephen Bissett. This is from Eclipse Comics back in 1985. It's Bedlam number 1 and number 2, and actually to be loose issues, they're not in bad shape. Sitting about in fine condition. White, still pretty white on the covers. Interiors are still pretty good. It's still pretty white pages there. A little off white, not bad. So yeah, pick those up as well. And I was surprised to find this in the 25-cent boxes. I know at one time this book was going for, I think, about $15. Never really got into this series, but I figured I'd pick it up, you know, see how issue number 1 is. Powers from Brian Michael Bendis. And this is the first printing, from what I can tell. So, yeah, surprised to find that for $0.25. And been picking up some of the New Teen Titans, the run George Perez it ran into became Tales of Teen Titans. And I found a couple of issues I picked up, and I picked up doubles of them because, if I'm not mistaken, this is New Teen Titans issue number 7. And it's in pretty good shape. Not bad, not bad. But I believe I've got newsstand and direct edition. So, yeah, I'm surprised to be loose issues. Not too bad. The back covers, of course, show a little bit of wear. And you can see kind of where always loose comics, the front cover always kind of rubs off on the back of the other comic, but hey, you know, not bad. And then you also had issue number 9. These were bagged, not boarded, and it's about the same condition, a little bit better. The back covers are better, but it's issue number 9. And again, I believe that is a newsstand and a direct edition. So, yeah, no, that's pretty cool. And I found these issues. I mean, the title is so, I don't know, I think it says it all. Being a zombie film lover, I don't know, couldn't pass this up for $0.25 a piece. Actually, when he adds them up, they're actually 20 cents a piece if you get more than a handful. But it's Zombies versus Robots Under City. This is issue number 3. Issue number 2. I don't know. Zombies, robots. I hope it's good. And here's issue number 1. So issues 1 through 3, zombies and robots fighting with people in the mix. I don't know. Can't be that bad. And then of course, you know, being an X-Men collector, I had to pick up some X-Men back issues. These are just random issues. I got issue number 181. Bagged and boarded, so it's in pretty good shape. Issue 185. And it's in pretty good shape also. Issue 254. If I'm not mistaken, that is the newsstand edition. There's the barcode. And I found a lot of newsstand editions at the flea market, which is pretty cool. I don't know how a lot of people feel about it. To me, I'm neither here nor there, but some people make a big deal between the direct edition and a newsstand edition. It's kind of a minor difference to me, but still, I think it's pretty neat. Some of them are kind of rare, I understand. I also got issue 287. And this is a newer comic. I know it came out, I don't know, last year, I believe, or just a few, maybe earlier this year. But I've heard some pretty good stuff about it, and it's kind of neat. It's the X-Men number 1, the all-female X-Men team. the X-Women. I think it's a neat idea. Some of the strongest female characters in comics are X-Men, and it's kind of pretty cool to see them spotlighted in a book. Cool. We'll cut it off there. That's a run from the first flea market. Luckily, 25-cent guy was there. Seemed to be doing okay. Said he still felt a little weak. He said, I know how that goes. I've heard about that from my dad and my girlfriend. They both have issues with their blood sugar as well. So glad he's doing okay. It's been raining here most of the afternoon. So it's been kind of one of those days. Been staying inside, planning on reading some of these books. Luckily, I got my work done this morning. Filling in some concrete, some holes in lady's garage. So luckily that was covered, and did it before it got too hot and started raining. And yeah, so that was my day so far. Just sitting there chilling now. Hope everybody's day is going well. Don't know how far this rain is spreading, but if you're getting rain, hey, stay inside, read some comics. Appreciate it, guys. Everybody that's subscribed, liked, and left comments. Greatly appreciate that. Enjoy reading everybody's comments. And I'm steadily watching everybody's videos, and I'm trying to remember to leave comments and like the videos as I go. Sometimes I watch a few and then I go back and do comments later, but I'm trying to keep up with that with work and everything and school. So, alright, appreciate it, guys. Have a good afternoon or a good evening, depending on where you're at, and we'll catch you later.